She said, I hate Mark Zuckerberg. And I was struck by that. So today, what I want to tell you is really share with you is how I had to change my mindset around making content for online, social media, and other platforms. Here's what happens. This really was triggered, really wanted to bring this to you because I do a online retreat, a virtual retreat every 2 months called the Online Visibility Roadmap. And my last one, two retreats ago, I was talking to one of the participants because sometimes I give 5 to 10 minutes calls with them. I want to hear which kind of business they have and how you can help them on the retreat. And I was having a Zoom with her and I asked her, so what's your biggest challenge with online marketing? And she was like right on this. She said, I hate Mark Zuckerberg. And I was struck by that because I haven't heard this for a long time, especially from a business owner, right? And although, she was new, but I was digging a little deep, first of all, I thought, oh my gosh, she knows him, right? Because for you to hate or love somebody, you kind of have to know that person in person. I feel like it. It's a very strong emotion. And she said, no, I hate him because he took my post down. I posted this and my post was removed. And I understood what was going on. So first I asked what was on the post, and she said she works with victims of rape. So she was talking about that. And I totally understood because I know exactly what triggers the algorithm or Facebook or any platform for that matter to take their people's posts down. So I tried to explain to her that Facebook has this automated way of finding words that might not be something that they want people to see. And sometimes it's other users that will let Facebook know that offended them somehow, and then it goes to somebody else's evaluation. And we had this conversation, but then she really told me the story behind all that. She said, I just don't know what to do on content. I always get really anxious when I have to sit down and do lives. I still do it, but I have a really hard time sitting down to do content. And I have been finding out that people have been getting very emotional about this pretty recently. I think the last year and a half, 2 years. And here's what I feel it's been happening, okay? Because I've been working on this for many years. And about 6 or 7 years ago, when I used to do workshops in small networking groups, and I used to talk about social media, some people were very right then and there, they would say, oh, my business don't need social media. I'm okay. I'm going to grow with in-person meetings and et cetera, right? I used to hear that over and over again. And it was totally fine because it was very early in the game. Only business owners that could see it, the power of it, were engaging and adopting it in a professional way. And even us marketers, we didn't know exactly what to do. We knew the power of it because we were seeing with people, but we were still learning a lot about it. Now, what happened with the whole COVID and in the last few years, people are really understanding that they kind of have to be online if they want to expand their business. If they're okay, if they don't want to expand, they are totally fine where they are. They don't need it. But if they want to expand, it's a great way. Not only it's much less investment of money than it is other types of marketing, it's also less time invested because you can automate things, but you can achieve and reach much more, many more people online, right? So people now know that. But what I think is happening now is this: if I'm not there, I'm going to miss out good. So I have to be there. Now I have to do this. I have to do social media. Even if I don't like it, if I hate it, I have to do that. So there is that feeling of obligation or of need, and some heated emotions start coming up. Obviously, and if you know me, you know that I love the brain science behind all, feelings and emotions. And there is a lot of your brain afraid of what can happen when you start putting yourself out there online. So there is all these responses. And if you feel like that, when you sit down to create your posts, to create your blog, your article, whatever it is that you are going to share, your videos, then it's more obvious. But if it's written content, if that's how you're coming up to sit down and write your posts, my friend, I have to bring this truth to you. It's not going to work. Because it's obvious, right? If you have an energy or an attitude of negativity, of anger, of hate, how can you want that you're putting out there, although you're writing some good words, to result in some good stuff, in some engagement, in some clients liking you? There's no way. There is no way. There is probably a universal law that is completely, it's not congruent, right? So I would love to invite you to understand that that's very unempowering. It's disempowering. I sometimes invent English words, but it is disempowering to stay on that attitude of hate, of finding what's not working, of disappointment, of frustration, of resentment, whatever it is just coming up for you. You need to redefine your relationship with social media if you want to grow your business. But if you're here still, I know you do, right? We need to redefine this relationship. That's what happened to me many years ago, because I had a marketing agency and I did so much of that to my clients. I found myself sitting down just like this. And I wanted to see if you can see yourself on this. I just gonna get this done. I can get this newsletter done. I can get this post done real quick. And here it is, that it is, boom, schedule done. I wasn't really present. I wasn't putting my soul into it. I wasn't putting myself into it. I just wanted to get it done, and that's it. And I caught myself doing that. And in the beginning, I was so excited of doing it. And then I started having this attitude and things were not happening anymore. And I was able, because I know how important this is, to flip that script. I need to work on this. I need to work on this because I want results. I don't want to just waste my time doing this and put something out there that is not going to really connect with anybody, right? And so the consequences of all these bad energy and bad attitude really is really that you get no engagement, because you are not engaged to it. How will people engage to your content if you are not? You don't get any connection to people because you are detached. You're completely detached. You don't even know what you talked about, right? Sometimes. And you are not going to build relationships, which is the biggest benefit of social media, because you need to be engaged and connected to build those relationships. If you don't only put the post there, you don't want to even see if anybody liked or comment on it. You're going to be on that energy of, I just did it and I don't want to see it anymore. You're not going to build relationships with your people, and people will feel it, right? When somebody comments on something, they want some feedback. They want you to kind of engage with them. They are asking for that. And if you are coming from that place, that negative place, for me, there's no other word to say, it's negative, okay? You are not gonna get positive. There is no way, okay? Now, I invite you, there are many ways we can work on that, okay? I remember a workshop that I used to do that I promised people that in the end they would be saying, it was just a Facebook one, and I love Facebook. I love Facebook. And I have a lot of people in the end kind of like super excited about working on Facebook. It was one of the most fun speaking a signature talks that I had. The people really loved it. And that there is a way. There is some work to be done. Okay, there's always work, right, with me. So I really invite you to do a couple things. I'm going to give you a couple steps here. First and foremost, you need to admit where you are, right? Really admit that this has been happening, and accept that what you're getting is what you're giving, right? So if you're giving all that resentment, that anger, that's what's going to give you. And even worse, you're going to be ignored, right? You don't want to be ignored. You want to stand out in a very good way so you can attract those people that you want to work with, right? Now, the second thing I would love for you to do, and if you have a pen and paper, please write this down. I want you to answer 2 questions. Okay, this is going to start the process of awareness. Being aware of where you are and what your thoughts and feelings are about something is the first step for us to really transform, for you to redefine this relationship. So the first question I have here for you, let me see what it is really to think about, what are your feelings around social media? What do you feel? What have you been saying over and over again? The same thing. Some people just say the same thing. One thing that I hear a lot that I want to give you maybe an idea is this. Oh, I only use, I want to separate my personal from my business, which is, you're right, you can do that. But that's the story for me that people have been saying for a long time. And things have changed. Maybe you have a belief like that, that was something that we used to do many years ago. Yes, 8 years ago when I started, I was actually proud to say, I have 1,500 friends on Facebook and I know every one of them in person. I was so proud to say that before. It was crazy. And it was something, to say, because not too many people had 1,500 friends 8 years ago. So I like to say that. And as we are evolving, as we are growing and things are happening, we are networking online now. We are networking. And if we like people, if we want to build relationships with people, we need to be their friends. You're not going to do business with people that you don't like, right? Please don't do it because that's not going to be fun. It's not going to be enjoyable. But so if you like them, what's the problem of being friends on Facebook? Are you unless are you sharing things that nobody else can see, like really weird stuff? I don't know. But it's still, you can make sure that some of your posts don't show to certain people. There's all kinds of ways of you keeping your privacy. Okay, there are very blurred lines now between personal pages in all platforms and business pages. And the reason is that we are relating to all people. We are relating to our clients. We have to. There's no way if you're a coach or consultant that you're not building relationships with your clients. It would be weird, right? So it's totally fine to have these two aspects of your life to merge. So this is maybe one belief that I heard many times, getting less and less now. And it's really powerful because here's the thing. There might be people in your personal page that you became friends with. I don't know, maybe you saw it once, and they might need you. Or they might know somebody that needs you. And you are there sitting there. I don't want to really make the merge, and you're not helping that person just because you have this belief. So I just want to invite you. Obviously, in the end, it is your choice, it is your life. But if you want to expand your business, these lines are now really merged. It's really wonderful. I have met wonderful friends online that I still to this day haven't met in person, and we are friends. I have a couple of friends, well, now the 3 friends, that are the kind of friends that I always wanted, that I don't have in person. Maybe I have a couple, but I didn't have in person people that do business that I do, and that are real good friends that will tell me what I need to know. I met online, and I've done many other relationships between that are online, and I'm so happy that I did. My life is so much richer because of that. So just take some time, like dig a little deep to see which kind of beliefs you've been dragging on that might be preventing you from benefiting from social media. Okay. Now, the second question that I have is this: how does marketing yourself on social media make you feel? This might bring up some really deep situations, feelings and emotions there. Okay. Maybe you're afraid to how people are going to react. Maybe you're afraid of being criticized, of being not, which is all in the fear of not being loved. Or maybe you're afraid that, people are going to disagree with you, which there will be people who will disagree with you, and that's totally fine. All this could happen, and it's totally fine, because you, my friend, is not for everyone. You are going to help only those that need you, that need your help, that are a good fit for you. So that might happen, yes, but that should not be a reason for you not to be working on your business online. Okay, I really want to bring this to you because so many people are holding themselves up because of some beliefs they have about online and social media specifically. You need to work on that, because if you don't, you are not going to post something that will be relatable, will be vulnerable, will connect with people, and then you're just wasting your time, really. Okay, I would love to hear in the comments if you want to put your answer so we can chat about it. I will friend you on Facebook for sure, so we can chat on the DM, on the direct message on Messenger on Facebook. And really just really think about this, have the awareness so you can move to the next step. Okay, I hope this was helpful for you today. If there is any other thing that I can help you with in your business, let me know in the comments. Okay, I hope you have a great week. Bye now, my friends.